Hey Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. It is so awesome to be back with you. Well, I want to say thank you. Thank you to all of you who came out to yesterday's video. Thank you for coming out and all your support. If you didn't see yesterday's video, you might want to check that out. We had some interesting drama. I captured on film a federal agent who was stalking me. As many of you know, I am a targeted individual and I've been harassed nonstop by government agents. And anyways, it's been hard to get evidence of it, but yesterday we got a government car and it was following and I got it on film. So if you haven't seen that, definitely check that out. For those of you guys who've been worried, I'm okay, don't worry. I do have to be careful. I know, like you said, be careful. I am careful, guys, because I do know that they do harass me. They have physically assaulted me in the past. But I just choose not to engage with them. And, you know, if you get harassed by the government, do not engage with them because they are dangerous, okay? Anyways, we'll talk more about that. But today is Friday. That means UFO Friday. But before we get into all that, I had to show you guys something really fun. Now, for those of you who saw yesterday's video, you know I went to Pier 1. I'm always crazy about that store. By the way, I am not being endorsed by Pier 1. But I showed y'all I got a big treat for myself. There's my Pier 1 bag. I don't even see that. There it is. Pier 1. And Pier 1 Imports. There it is. So what is in my big bag? Well, we're going to do an unbagging and show you what's in my bag. Well, I tell you, I'm so excited. Wait till you see what I got. Oh, hold on a second. Hope I can get this out. This is stuck down in here. Oh my gosh. You know, there's so much in that store. I could just buy everything if I had the money. I really love it. I'll put this up. They wrapped it up nice and safe so it traveled home. It's kind of delicate, but it's very heavy. So I'm glad they wrapped it. So we're going to unwrap the paper. Actually, I don't know if I can do this, but we'll try. Look what I got. Well, I got to set the paper down. It's hard to do this. Look what I got. A new jewelry case. Now, you guys know I collect jewelry like crazy. That's my true passion in life. This is really cool. I have looked at this box for like the last few months. Every time I go and see it, I say, oh, I want this box. And I'll give you a little tour of it. But it's done in glass. It's all mirrored on all sides. The lid is inset panel. And it looks like it's got diamonds in it. Isn't that beautiful? Little sparkles. Every time I walk by this box, I would see it, and it's got this inset panel. I said, oh my God, it looks like it's filled with diamonds. Isn't that a great image? And then when you open it up, one second, oops, it's this way. You open it up, it's got a beautiful, oops, hold on, I got to take out this paper out of here. It's got a beautiful black velvet interior. And it's got compartments for rings and necklaces and jewelry. And it's just beautiful. All done in black velvet. But you got to hear the deal that I got on this. Okay, now any of you shop at Pier 1, you may have seen this box. And you know it's rather pricey. Well, this box, I never bought it because it was normally $60. Now, it's a beautiful box. I'm not complaining. I think it's worth $60. It's all hand done, crafted, just beautiful. But you know, $60 is a lot of money to spend for a jewelry case. Well, I was there yesterday and it was on the markdown table. I don't know if you guys can see this. I got it for $14.98, from $60 down to $14.98. And I said, oh my God. Now, for those of you in the UK, that's about 8 pounds. So it's like going from like 30 pounds down to 8 pounds. So that's a really major difference. And I said, oh, there must be something wrong with it. For that price, it must be broken. And so I asked the manager, I said, is there something wrong with this? Is it second? Was it return? She said, nope. She said, we just didn't really sell a lot of them. And they told us just to get rid of them, mark them down. And I was like, how could they not sell? They're just beautiful. Isn't that a lovely case? I got to take the sticker off and polish it up. But I'm telling you, I think my jewelry is going to fit in it just nicely. In fact, let's try this. Okay. So here you are. And look, here's my silver pentacle. And I can put it right down in this box. And it'll be just beautiful inside of it. Isn't that great? So I'm so excited. I had to come and share it with you guys. Anyways, thank you for coming along on my adventure. I'm sure we'll be going back there. There's always more to see. Anyways, well, you know today's UFO Friday, and I have uncovered a news article that is fascinating and shocking to me. Now, many of you have been following the UFO phenomena over the years. You know that in the United States, out in America's southwestern states, New Mexico, Arizona, Nevada, it's believed that there are underground alien bases there. Many people have reported seeing the bases. Some of the people have been abducted, have actually been taken into the bases. We've had people from Arizona, it was in Nevada, Area 51, who have also said there are underground bases. So it's kind of a common belief in the United States that there are underground areas in this country where the aliens have bases. Now, it's also been reported, and many people have seen these, that the United States military is working with the aliens, that they have a pact with the aliens. From what I understand, it's the gray aliens who run the underground bases. And if you don't know who the gray aliens are, let me put a picture up here for you. This is a gray alien. So that's what a gray alien looks like. And it's believed that that race of aliens had made a pact with the United States government. Some people say it was during the time of President Eisenhower, and that the American government basically hushed it up to keep it from the American public. I personally believe that's true. Now, what's very interesting, as many of you know, I have said for a long time, I've said we're going to start seeing more and more articles come out about aliens. It's going to start to leak out into the news. And I said, when you see that, it's not just coincidence, it's actually what we call orchestrated release. And what I mean by that is I believe that the world governments are now coming to a point to where they're about to really come out with full-scale disclosure. I've told you very soon, within the next year to 2 years, we're going to see it. Well, the Express newspaper in London, you guys remember, I think it's a Daily Express it's called. The Express now came out with an article saying that people in Britain are reporting that they have discovered underground alien bases throughout the United Kingdom. Now, let me tell you, this is very, very interesting because nobody's ever heard of the United Kingdom having underground bases. At least not I haven't, and most people I've talked to haven't. So for the major newspaper like the Daily Express to come out with this, they're literally putting out saying that there are military personnel who have been sighted at these bases. Some military personnel are even claiming to have had a connection to it. This opens up a whole nother chapter because, you know, for a long time it's almost become cliche. Oh, you know, in America, the underground bases, and it's almost become to the point that people almost make a joke about it. But nobody's ever talked about the alien bases in the UK being underground. And now that this is coming out, this is being treated very seriously. And I have heard rumors that the Ministry of Defense in the United Kingdom are talking about starting to begin the process of revealing this truth. Very, very fascinating. And it looks like we're coming to a point where a lot of the world governments, I've heard the Canadian government wants to come forward and release the information. The British government is now saying it wants to start to come forward. In fact, even in our own United States, the CIA have started to release images saying we have things, and you can look this up. It was in fact, in the Washington Post, one of our major newspapers, that the CIA officially released to the press images that they believe are extraterrestrial. Now, they didn't come out and say, oh, these are aliens invading us. But what they said was, we have evidence of things that appear to be what people say are UFOs and could point to extraterrestrial visitation. They never confirmed it, but the CIA has started to leak it out. So now we've got a major world government, the British government, now coming out and starting to discuss this. And it's coming into the foray that, into the public arena, the public discussion, that in the United Kingdom, there are underground bases. This, I feel, is a major, major revelation. And I tell you, as a psychic, I know we're close. And I'll tell you, it's not coincidental that this is starting to leak out. I want to ask those of you who have a large following in the United Kingdom. Hey, to my UK friends, I love you guys, my friends across the pond. Have you heard about this? From what I understand, in the United Kingdom, it's not common knowledge that there are underground bases. This is not just something everybody knows. It is more common in the United States, but I think for the United Kingdom, this is really quite shocking. And I'd love to get, particularly from my British viewers, your feedback. Have you heard about this? It seems to be a recent revelation. It just came out in February is where the article's from. And so I'm going to put a link in the box below to this article. I want everybody to go see it because, keep in mind, one, that this is shocking, that we've never heard of this. And two, I also believe it's a coordinated release. I don't think it's just the media digging up stuff. I think there are sources, high placed, who are feeding this information to get the narrative going in this direction, the public discussion. And so if it is as I believe, this is a very significant step towards full-scale disclosure. And, many in this article, they say that the reason why it's been hushed up is that the American government really pressured the British government and the other governments to keep silent, saying that if the disclosure of alien life came out, it would offset religious beliefs and create turmoil and would break down the rule of society because it would throw people into such a mental state. That may have been true at one point, but I'll tell you, I don't think it is anymore. I think we've had so much exposure to this, or at least the concept of it, that now I think people are ready. Oh, there are definitely going to be people who won't be able to handle this. I'm not saying it will be easy for everyone. But for those of us who are spiritually minded, who've actually asked the deeper questions, we know that we have a soul. We know there is another dimension of life. We know that there is a cosmos teeming with life. And I think we're very close to starting the mainstream public to awaken to this. So I invite you guys, please see the article below. Share with me your thoughts. What do you think about underground alien bases in the United Kingdom? I wonder if the royal family know about that. That could offset the queen's, set the queen off a little bit, make her a little scared. Anyways, well, listen, guys, I just want to share that with you. See the article below and put some comments. Tell me what you think about this. Anyway, Psychic Bob's got a busy day. I got readings, so I want to say thank you for being here. If you want to get on my schedule for a private reading, I have a few openings for next week still. My office number, 571-483-2112. Give me a call. We'll get you on the schedule. Or write to me at my email, readings@Robert- like a little hyphen, Hickman, HICKMAN.com. And if you don't remember all that, in the info box below this video, I have the links to my website, phone number, and email. So I look forward to being in touch with you guys. Thank you for being here. Keep it here at Spirit Channel. We got more coming. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Saturday. Is it Saturday already? Oh my God, where's the day? Saturday, you know what that means? Tomorrow will be Saturday night seance, so we'll see you then. I love you guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for going shopping with me yesterday. I got my new fancy jewelry case, and I'm going to start loading it up. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Till then, may you always blessed